What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Chris and M, where we talk about tech and everything else. If you remember from last year, we had a guest, which was Shumisani, with a very inspirational story. She came back with an update now. A lot has happened within a year. A lot has happened. You won't believe. So Shumsan is gonna be telling you about the journey she has went through, and yeah, I promise I won't disturb her much this year. I know you guys complained about that last year, but yeah, it's fine. Shumsani, how are you?
How am I? That's a great question and very complicated. It's always easy to say I'm good, but how am I really?
I richer than
Professionally,
last year. That's what I know.
no, no, no. Health wise, I'm okay. Professionally, we're getting there. Career
Yeah,
wise, we're getting there. So yeah, I have no complaints.
and no complaints, huh?
Just gratitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Hey guys, I have no complaints as well. That's why we come here. Uyazi nayo. You have to coach, chief. Make the interview sound genuine.
Yeah.
But yeah, joking. But yeah, all in all, I feel good. Um, Fortunately for us, we work in the same company now. We moved from the last one, so like the role I'm in, doing great work. I'm a product owner now. I'm joking.
Funny story.
I don't own any products, but yeah. I just do more work now. So yeah, show me. My people already know how I got to my position.
Hmm.
Uh, I thought that was my boss. I almost died.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah. People already know how I got my position. Do tell us how you ended up being in this position there. Oh, she's a project release manager for those that don't know. So yeah, how did you get to this from where we were last year?
Mm. Right, that's a very long question, but I was hoping that I will do like a quick recap. So the time I was here with you guys, I was a project manager, right, as a graduate at Holland. So there it was a contract. I was on a 6 months contract for the project management that I was doing. And then, lucky enough, for the remaining 6 months, I got to do change and release management, where I was running cab and rab. Those in IT, they know when it's cab day, it's like everybody's going around all over the
Stressful
place.
day.
Yes, it's
Mm.
very stressful. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that experience because within that 6 months, I've learned like a lot, a lot. I didn't even know what change and release is about.
Yeah.
I was
So
like, what are we changing? What are we releasing?
yeah, what? But
Yeah,
wait, before we move on to change release management, I just
yeah,
wanted to highlight something that she said. We are in a graduate program,
yeah.
a year program.
Hmm.
Then after the year program, they gave you a 6 months contract.
Yes,
Okay,
for
cool.
the change and release
For change
management.
and release management.
Yes.
That's how you know you excel. You move from graduate to management. That's how you know you're good.
So, but how that came about is that remember the last time I told you I was a project manager. So, during that project management process, we did a presentation. We were doing a demo session. I was with him. I was managing him.
Yeah, I do
So,
well, and I excel.
so like almost every project manager was there, and the big stakeholders, CIO, whoever you can think of, they were there. So they were impressed with my presentation and my project management skills. That's how I scored the change and release management role. And then my manager, by that time I can't
Yeah,
mention
I don't
names,
think we should mention
but she
names.
was so great. Hey, like she showed me everything. Like I said, I didn't know what this change and release management is about. She told me everything, like what do you look for in a change that needs to be deployed. And deployment, guys, the word deployment, when I heard about deployment, I'm like, are we in the solitary? So
Are we deploying soldiers?
soldiers, are we deploying soldiers now? So yeah, that was fun time, but I was also stressed thinking that my 6 months contract is gonna end.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I don't have like solid a year or 2 years in this thing because usually they look for at least 2 years experience in
Yeah.
change and release management
Okay.
for you to be eligible, maybe to be a change coordinator
Coordinator and stuff.
or a release coordinator, something like that. So after my contract ended, stressful times. I used to apply, guys. I used to apply knowing that, okay, I'm on a 6 months contract. I need to apply. I didn't know what to apply for because if you can remember, I did application support 6 months.
Yeah.
I did project management 6 months.
Yeah.
I did change and release management 6 months.
6
So
months.
between these three, I don't
6
know where
months,
to
6 months,
go.
6 months. Yeah.
You see, I don't know where to go. I'm thinking, okay, even for application support specialists, they need sometimes even 3 years.
Yeah.
Project management, I don't even want to go there. Like, it's 3 years.
It's 3. They want you to be a
Yes.
solid. Yeah.
Change and release, I know that is minimum 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
You only
So-
have 6 months, but for those that don't know, she had solid experience in banking
Yes.
before going into IT.
We should actually link the first video so that they can
Yeah,
do
they
catch
can
up
do a catch up
before
and
you
see.
come here so that
Yeah.
you can connect the dots,
Yeah.
right? So lucky enough, I was applying for almost everything. He also used to laugh at me when
Chief.
we were in the grant
Yeah,
program.
you
because
must apply.
I was applying for even management roles. It's like, hey,
There will be
Chief,
like 10 years experience. You apply.
I will
Hey.
apply everything. That's why you have nothing to lose. That's my motto. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
The worst they can say is no. What
Yeah, you
else?
just
They're not gonna
apply.
kill me.
Yeah, they won't say anything.
They won't say, "Who's this come want to see you and embarrass you?" No,
No.
they won't.
If they call you for interview, it's even better.
You
Because
know.
gain the experience from doing the interview.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
Okay.
my contract. Yeah, you wanted to ask?
Now I wanted to ask, so how did it look? Your contract ending, did they give you a solid reason why they did if you want to engage in that?
Yeah.
But or you can just say, okay, it ended for whatever reasons that it ended, then we continue to
Yeah.
from applying. How long did it take you to get a job? Get interviews. How many interviews did you get within that period
Yeah.
before then? Because you did say you were applying for everything.
Like almost every day I was applying, right? So during my 6 months contract, I was applying almost every day. I didn't get any callbacks or anything to say no. We're reviewing your. You always get rejections,
Yeah.
right? And then my contract ended end of January this year, 2025.
2025.
Yes.
Okay.
So the reason that I got is that maybe budget.
It's July right now for those that don't know.
Yes.
Maybe budget on the other
Yes,
company.
on the company, yes. So it was because of budget, you know. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I know these things. I've been employed before.
Yeah,
It's not something
it's
that
not-
you should
yeah,
take personally
Things
to
happen.
say, why me? Why is the budget only focusing on me?
Let's
You
take
know,
people's bonuses.
Yeah, but it's always like that. When the contract ends, you feel like maybe it's something personal. But I know my manager, she's the best. Even today,
Yeah.
I talked to her. So if it was something that was possible on her side, I know she would have easily taken me because. As I'm saying, I was running those meetings, your rep, your cabs. I was doing all the stakeholder engagement, making things easier for her.
For her, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the main reason that I got was that the budget was tight and the financial year end is what was it around June?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna start a new financial
year.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the main reason. So in terms of me getting another job or interviews and all that, I got an interview. It was only one interview.
That's how you know. That's how you know you him or her.
Her.
You get one.
Yeah.
One is enough.
So
I
it
only
was
need
only-
one shot.
And it's a funny story here because it was a week, I think a week before my contract ended.
Okay.
I got an email from this lady, and I see the title there says IT release manager, and it's from a bank.
Okay.
I'm like, are these people kidding me?
Things are aligning. The stars are aligning.
No, I didn't even think that. I'm like, okay, a week before my contract ends, I'm getting this email to say, would like to invite you for an interview. Actually, she said, give me your current cost to company, and then what is your expectation? What is your, that email
Yeah,
that
that
says your
email that
notice
says-
period,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
Hey, Chief, 1 week, I'm leaving.
you know,
I'm halfway through the
I was
job.
even hesitant. I'm like, are they even interested in me
Yeah.
or it's just process?
Yeah.
They just want to fulfill that thing to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
we interviewed so many
5
people.
people,
Yeah. So like I responded to her I think 2 days after with my current payslip. So I said, this is my last month. So my current cost to company is this much, and I don't have any benefits because they were looking for my medical aid
medical aid.
benefits, things like that.
Yeah.
I don't have any benefits, so notice period. I'm available like
Now.
now because
My contract is ending.
yeah, and then after that, I just forgot about it because I was thinking this is a release manager. Come on,
Yeah, it's a bit
come on,
2 years experience. I got
you know.
6.
So I forgot
Nice.
about it. Now I'm sitting at home, that first week of being unemployed. Oh, oh,
Very long week, eh?
oh, guys. Because usually on Mondays, I know I'm checking my tickets to say, okay, these are ready for cab, these are ready for rev. What can I say to this person? To please do this, please.
Yeah.
Now you wake up in the morning, okay, I bath my daughter to school, I take her to school, it's not that far. After that, I come back.
And now you just chill. For all those that want to be, they think going to work is troublesome and tiring.
Yeah,
Think
try
about staying.
unemployment.
Try unemployment.
Try unemployment. It's hectic, guys. And usually when I bath my child to go to school, even that time when I was working at from home, I usually bath myself as well. I don't want to be the couch potato
Yeah.
like you're in your PJs the whole
Yeah, the
day.
whole day.
Yeah, so I think also when you're trying to apply and all that, try to in the morning get a routine.
Yeah.
That's what I usually do. I just bath when my child is done preparing and all that. I bath. I take it to school. When I come back, I just check my emails as if I'm at work.
It keeps you sane.
It
does keep
I
you
check my
sane.
emails. I don't even remember if there was a series that I was like, I'm dedicated to this because
Yeah.
now I have this. No, I was not even thinking. I was like, usually I'm like, okay, what can I apply for? What else? Maybe looking at my CV, what else can
What
I type
else
here?
can-
What?
yeah.
How can I improve this and that? Like that was my day.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Very long day.
but sometimes it fell short. Like I'm like I didn't even take a nap. Now it's time for me to go get my child from school.
Yeah.
Start preparing. I like home cooked meals.
Yeah.
Every day.
Pap every day, all day.
I'm from Limpopo, guys. So pap is in my blood.
Pap is a
That
must.
one I'm not even ashamed.
Yeah.
So every day I make sure I cook it proper. So before you know it, the day is
It's,
it's
almost.
over.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I used to spend my day. And then almost a month through my unemployment
Yeah.
era, I get an email to say you are invited for an interview. I'm like,
So this is February.
yes,
Okay.
mid-February.
Mid-Feb. Oh, mid-Feb.
Yes, I get an email. I'm like, it's the same lady. She's like, they wanted to interview you for. She actually called me first to say, I wanted to send you an email, but I want to confirm on your availability.
Imagine.
And I'm like,
Hey,
lady,
even now.
I'm available. She's like, okay, want to schedule an appointment for your interview.
Yeah.
I'm like, which role is this? IT release manager. I'm like, lady,
Sign me up.
lady, are you serious?
Yeah.
She's like, yes, okay. So I'm like, all right, let me just prepare now because if I'm gonna go in with this attitude of 2 years,
2
I don't
years,
have,
yeah.
it's gonna show.
So to
Then-
cut you, I want just to say something to the audience.
Yeah.
We are outside recording. One, we are in Joburg. So I gotta look around. It's like if anyone snatches the phone. Two, it's extremely cold in Joburg and we are sitting in the shade. So if you see me grabbing my jacket or anything of the nature, it's because it's cold here. So yeah, back to the
Yeah.
story. Sorry for cutting you. So now you're
Back from the
interviewing.
ad break. Yeah.
Paying the bills.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So now I get that invite. So it was for 3 o'clock. It was on a Friday. Like, oh, these people, they even put me last. Obviously, if it's 3,
Oh yeah.
they're like, this one is
Yeah,
the
we-
less
yeah,
qualified
less
candidate.
qualified.
Let's just put her there.
What?
The last one.
Already tired.
We were already tired. We were just gonna get it over and done with. Oh, that day. I remember I even called him. I'm like, yo, I've been preparing.
You know, guys, I'm a coach. I'm a specialist, consultant. I do well in this area.
Because I've been preparing. I didn't sleep the previous night, right? And now I don't know what to prepare anymore. Last minute, if you want to prepare last minute, you're going to be so nervous to the call.
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, let me take a nap. It was around 12. Like, oh, what if I wake up and it's too late? Because
I can imagine.
my mind is racing. Like I can't sleep. I can't. I don't know what's the in between of sleeping and not sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
So
an, you know what it
him
is.
being him, he's like, no, just take a walk around.
Yeah, just
You
give it a
know.
breathe.
And it really worked because I remember walking like maybe 3Ks, and when I came back, I was like, oh, okay,
Anxiety.
anxiety.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, I come back and then I prepare there, Make sure you're another thing with preparation, guys, you might be nervous and you think maybe you're underqualified. But if you prepare and you have that self confidence,
Yeah, when you speak in the manner in which you
and
trust
wipe
yourself.
that camera on your laptop because sometimes you look blurry
Yeah.
because there's some fingerprints on
Hey,
that.
you must be clear. As
Please.
day.
So my camera was top notch, and the background, I was in the house because I'm
Yeah.
alone, so
Yeah.
I make sure that everything is
Everything is
proper.
true.
If you have an artwork, nyana, put it behind you, like
Look fancy.
look fancy. Yeah. So I start the interview. I started it I think 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
So when they invite you, you're gonna wait on the lobby for somebody
for
to
somebody
admit
to
you.
yeah.
I'm sure they were laughing. They're like,
Hey,
"Yo,
this
this
one
kid
is
is starting
hey,
too early."
hey. What you mean?
When they invite you, you must start the meeting, show that you are here,
You
and,
are here.
and you're not that nervous.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when they start the meeting and they're waiting for you, they're like, is she that nervous? Hey, what's going on?
My go-to is to make fun of Kaiser Chips. Always works. Unless if you get a Kaiser Chips supporter, you might just act as
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
But yeah.
So now they get into the meeting. I'm already there, And another thing that I do when I'm too nervous, like, now I'm aware of this. I tend to, it's either I talk too fast or I'll be smiling a lot and,
Yeah,
that's
like,
cringy. Sometimes it's like, ooh,
why are you
turn
smiling?
it down.
Yeah, why? What is so funny? Like,
I'm like,
that always confuses
ooh.
me when people just smile. Why are you smiling?
Sometimes people are just nervous, like,
And they just smile.
So that day, because this is something that I'm aware of.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
if
that you
you
do.
know that, okay, this is what I tend to do when I'm nervous, I pinch myself. I'm like, oh, now
Now
you're
you're fast.
smiling too much. Now
Yeah.
you're too fast. So we start the session. It was a panel of 4 people. You can tell this is a big position. We start the meeting. They told me the HR lady is like, okay, she was just introducing people to say this is who and who and who. They're still going to introduce themselves, and then we will give you a chance after we're done to introduce yourself. Take us through your CV. We've seen your CV, but take us through it. There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
Take us through your CV. They want you to, because some things you can't put in writing.
Yeah.
They need you to explain.
Need to put context.
Yeah.
Meeting the script.
Yeah. So now they're done with the introductions. Quick, a minute or so. Now it's my turn. Oh, I've never been so embarrassed with myself, but in a good way,
What am
I must
doing?
say. Now I start introducing myself to say, okay, this is what I did. I didn't even touch on my degree, to be honest, to say I have a degree in economics or anything. I just started to say, okay, I was working for the past 6 years or so as a banker. Yeah, I can sum it up as a banker, customer service consultant, comes back to being a banker. So I told them I have experience in customer service. I also build resilience. When you've done customer service, guys, there's no way you're not going to be a soldier.
So
So,
I think that's very important and
yeah.
key. So did you do that intentionally?
Yes.
Because if you start by, hey, I've been working for 6 years under bank
Yes.
because it was a bank.
Yes.
You're showing these people, I might not have experience in project release management, but I do have experience elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
So I told them, gave them a highlight, but I knew that this is not going to play a big role.
Yeah.
Or maybe I thought, but I said it's worth mentioning because
Yeah.
this is an IT role, right? So it's not related to customer service per se. But I felt the need to say, let me highlight this
Highlight the
so that they
experience.
know that I do have experience.
And
It's
it
not
helps
just
tying things together.
Yes, it's not just the 1 year, 6 months in IT. So the other one doesn't matter. So I did highlight to say, okay, I have 6 years experience. And then when I decided to jump ship into IT, this was because I saw the need when I was working with customers to say sometimes we go offline on our systems. That is something that where IT comes in, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to be part of the solution. So you see how it's gelling nicely.
Yeah.
And I saw my two managers now, they were
My present
smiling.
managers.
Yeah. They were smiling at that to say, I want to be part of the solution because I can't be customers walking into the branch. What's going on? No, we're offline. Then I go to my tea break.
Yeah, it's
Like you don't care.
You don't care. And you don't even want to
Mm,
know
You,
what's
you
the
don't even
problem.
know what the person is doing in the background. So that was my thing to say, okay, let me go into IT and see exactly how we can
Oh,
solve
yeah. What is
this
the issue?
problem. Exactly, be part of that solution.
Mm.
So yeah, that was I can say that was my winning point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then
yeah.
yeah,
No, I wanted to ask, since you've highlighted that they when they say take us through your CV,
yeah,
and when they say we have seen your CV but take us through it, you said some it's not the same, the
yes,
CV and what you actually. I
yes,
know you said you cannot mention everything, but
yeah,
can you give us like the points in which you structured yours?
mm,
You have highlighted that you said experience
yeah,
and tying it to motive to moving into
to
IT.
move,
Then
yes,
how did you continue
yeah.
about with
The
that
IT.
the IT?
All right. So from there, I just progressed to say. So in IT, I didn't know. Even now, I don't know how to code, guys.
Yeah.
I don't.
We are busy, chief.
So the point that I went into after that is that I got involved in system development, but initially I wanted to do business analysis because I thought this ties back to the business
Yeah.
and somehow, but I didn't know exactly what it's about. But I just said if I can do this, but then those like no, you're going into system development,
Yeah.
which is like coding and whatnot. And then the collaboration came in handy because I didn't know what I was doing,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah. And then when I got placed at Holland, and then another thing, this thing of downplaying your role when you're doing maybe an internship or you're doing a graduate program, you just go there and say, no, I was a trainee.
I was
What
a
does that mean?
grad.
Because in my interview, I just said, okay, I was placed at Holland. I was doing application support. Yes, I was doing application support. So you don't really have to say I was doing application support training because you're doing the actual work.
You're actually doing the
You are
actual
being
work.
trained,
Yeah.
but you're working,
That's
right?
what I find that very useful in my interview as well.
Yes.
Because I was also doing a grad. I even changed it on LinkedIn for those that didn't know. Because to me, I was doing the same work
Yeah.
the permanent people are doing.
Mm.
So why now?
So what is so graduate about your
well,
work?
graduate what I'm doing? It's
Yeah.
like I've been doing this for a
Yeah.
year and a half now.
Yeah.
Why am I saying I'm a graduate? How is that helping?
Yeah. And you know that graduate name lingers on. You can be like in
A graduate forever.
you can be in an intermediate role now. They're still calling you. You know that grad Pillar Sunday.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're also putting the stamp on it
Yeah, like
yourself
I'm
to say
taking it. I'm a grad.
yeah. So
No, yeah.
yeah,
I just wanted to highlight for those that know me.
yeah,
Even back when we were working as grads,
yeah,
4 months in, I was like, I'm removing this thing from my
yeah.
signature. Because what tends to happen is you write someone an email, they check, oh, we're a grad. And I'm like, okay, ignore.
Mm.
Ignore
Until you see maybe
until
somebody
you
they
see
know.
someone they think
That's
is
where
important.
they
So if you're
respond.
watching this and you're a grad, it's important to think about your personal brand and how
Think
you want
very
to be
highly of
perceived.
yourself.
Yeah, think highly of yourself.
If you don't, who's gonna think highly
Hey,
of you?
chief. You'll be like, she has experience. I don't have it. Then you don't apply. We come here with 1 month. We apply.
So yeah, another thing that I highlighted is to say that I did application support, and then during that time I was doing a lot of user engagement. So it ties back to my customer service experience,
Yeah.
right? So that's what I focused on. And then speaking of that, I tied it to my skills and my strength in the same time. I don't even know how to explain it. So
Yeah.
while I'm explaining the role I'm doing in application support, I was telling them, okay, I'm doing application support, I'm engaging with users. During that time, this is the strength that I realized that I have,
Okay.
right? Which is collaboration, stakeholder engagement, you know, those
Yeah.
communication skills.
The necessary things for the position that you are in currently.
Exactly. And also because your CV, you'll say, okay, these are my skills. Communication. What is that?
Yeah.
What is communication?
What is communicate? What are you communicating?
Collaboration. What is that? So you see, when they say tell us about your CV, this is where you go in to say, okay, during my time in application support, I used to talk to users, so this strengthened my communication skills and also making sure that I engage
Yeah.
properly, right? And I also did project management. Project management is also related to release management,
Yeah.
right? So I also highlighted that I ran with a project for the very first time. I didn't know what project management is, but for the first time, I ran with the project and it was successful.
That's the project that had me.
Yes.
It had to be successful.
Yes.
If I win. Yeah.
So they were very much impressed with that as well. So in the project management space, I told them that I didn't know anything about project management. And then stakeholder engagement, that was a continuation from my banking work
Yeah.
era, and then your application support, and then now we're continuing with that project management, right?
Yeah.
And then in terms of release management, I think the main thing that impressed them is that I was running cab and rep.
Yeah.
And this is my first time hearing about change and release.
Yeah.
Because even people that have been doing change and release management, believe you me, they are very scared to go into cab.
To cab.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.